I need fat drums. I need fat drums, man, please. Please don't do anything. Please just give me fat drums.
Woo! I don't have to tell you, EQ is something that takes years to master. Ear training, hours of testing, taking your mixes from your studio, back to the car, from the car, back to the studio, studio, car, car, studio, studio, car. Well, lucky for us, Ableton takes all of that and throws it out the window, making our life so much easier by creating one of my favorite effects, the illustrious Drum Buss. Drum Buss is one of the new audio effect devices that was introduced in Ableton 10. It is designed as a one-stop solution to your beat shaping needs. It includes distortion, compression, transient, sound shaping, everything that's gonna get your beats super fat, super crunchy, and super punchy. Aloha Gang, my name's Aloha Alex. If you're new to the channel, welcome. If you came to grow your mixing and production skills, you are in the right place. Just make sure to subscribe and clap back on that bell notification so you never miss a video and a chance to grow as a producer. All right, I have a question for you. What is the biggest thing mixing from your drum mix right now? Comment boom, punch, or crunch down below, and we are gonna take care of either and all of those in this video today. Drum Buss is the perfect balance between instant gratification and control. When you add the device, your drums just sound bigger right away. Then you can tailor things to how you like them. Boomy lows, crunchier highs, snappier attacks, but you can also get really subtle with it. It's not just about in-your-face sounds. Kicks, snares, single percussion elements, even synths, all with very convincing results that don't necessarily sound like they have the drum bus on them. It's a beautiful reflection of versatility. I absolutely love it, and I use it on so many instruments. Make sure to stick around to the end because I'm gonna show you how to use this on any instrument to get some amazing low-end sauce. Like I mentioned before, this is a brand new feature that came with Ableton 10. If you guys don't have Ableton 10 yet, I'm gonna go ahead and drop a link to a video that I had on how to get Ableton Live 10, the full suite for free for 90 days. It's pretty incredible. So go ahead and check that out. And let's jump on in so I can show you exactly the ins and outs of the drum bus. Presets are a great way to get a quick handle on what the drum bus can actually do. So in order to find the drum bus, you just come down here to audio effects, and then right under delay is drum bus. So let me just go through a couple of the presets really quick so you can get an idea. Here's the drum loop without anything on there. Let's throw a drum pumper on there. Fat and rough. Woo! You can already hear it taking control of that drum loop. Okay, now let's take a closer look at these controls individually. So the drum bus is an analog style processor, and it was designed to add body and character to a group of drums while gluing them all together, and it creates a really tight mix. So the trim slider lets you reduce the input level before any processing is applied to the signal. The compression toggle applies a fixed compressor to the input signal before it is processed by the distortion in the drive. It is optimized for balancing out groups, drums with fast attack, medium release, and moderate ratio settings, as well as an ample makeup gain. So this is great as just a one-stop click to add compression to the drum. There are 3 types of distortion. If we take a look right here, which can be applied to the input signal. Each distortion type increases the varying degrees of distortion while lending its own character to the overall sound. So soft is wave shaping distortion, medium is limiting distortion, and hard is clipping distortion with bass boost. For more intensity, it is possible to drive input prior to distorting it. The drive control lets you determine how much drive is applied to the input signal. We're about to hack this effect so you can use this on any instrument, so keep watching. The mid-high frequency shaping tools are designed to add clarity and presence to drums such as snares, hi-hats, and percussion. Crunch adjusts the amount of sine shape distortion applied to the mid-high frequencies. Damp control is a low-pass filter which removes unwanted high frequencies that can occur during the distortion. The transient knob emphasizes or de-emphasizes the transients of frequencies above 100 Hz. Positive values add attack and increase sustain, resulting in a full punchy sound. Negative values also add attack, but in decreased sustain. This tightens up the drums, gives them a sharper, more crisp sound with less room and rattle. Check this out. This is the low end enhancement. This is one of my favorite parts. Drum Buss's low end enhancement is made up of two tools. A resonant filter, which dramatically boosts bass frequencies, as well as decay control, which allows you to adjust the decay rate of both the incoming audio and the signal processed by the resonant filter. These tools help us fill out the low end of our drums. The boom knob right here adjusts the amount of low end enhancement that the resonant filter produces. This right here is the bass meter. It lets you see the boom's effect on the signal, which can be good if you can't necessarily hear that low end. The frequency knob adjusts the low end enhancer. And it has a really cool feature called Force to Note, which lets you tune the low end enhancer by setting it to the value to the nearest MIDI note. The decay control adjusts the decay rate of the low end frequencies. When the boom amount is set to 0, the decay affects the incoming signal only. The boom level is adjusted above 0, the decay affects both the incoming and process signals. It has a really cool feature right here where you can solo the result of the low frequency enhancer. So right there, we're just getting that low end. That's really useful when you want to match your low end to your melody or your bass. To solo that bass, in case you guys missed it, you just hit that little headphone icon down here. So that low end sauce is coming soon. I'm gonna show you in a second how to use this on any instrument to get amazing, sick ass results. Moving on to the output, the wet-dry control adjusts the balance between the processed and dry signals. The output gain slider sets the amount of gain applied to the processed signal. All right, you guys, it is time. Let's get weird. Welcome to the bonus round. Okay, you probably already know it. Boom on this thing is awesome. It's handy. It's a built-in way to get much more out of your low end without having to add any other plugins or having to mess around with routing options. I absolutely love it. It has control for level and pitch, and the low end is completely tunable. Thanks to a simple note display which updates as we move our frequency knob up and down. All right, let's jump back in and let me show you. So when you're moving this frequency, you guys can see right down here, there's a plus or a minus. So just click the box where the note is displayed and it's gonna force it to the nearest semitone. So this is great when you're trying to match your melody or your vocals or just to stay in tune, which ultimately is gonna get everything sounding way better. So once again, boom is a tool that you can set to a fixed value, or you can just throw it on there and leave it to your beats or your live set. Or you can use it as a really exciting interactive way to boost specific sections. The boom audition button, like I was saying before, this little solo, is useful for doing a diagnostic check and making sure the low end is in tune and exactly what you want, but it's also a creative tool in its own right. Once you turn on the solo, you can start thinking about other sounds that you can drive through the drum bus. So what I want you guys to do is start thinking about other sounds that you can run through the drum bus, even effects, and start thinking about how you can freeze or flatten that so you can recycle the resulting sound. So this is great for drums, of course, but let's start thinking about experimenting and producing some weird muffled vocals or generating long bass tones from background noise. It's really versatile. What's great is this damp control dampens the signal after processing and before passing through the boom section. And the transient shaping works great also, emphasizing or de-emphasizing the transients. Again, saving us from having to split the frequencies or using extra plugins to achieve the same results. So let's go ahead and mess around with this. I'll stop talking about it now and let's check this out. I'm gonna throw drum bus on a piano section that I have right here, piano loop. This is in G, so it looks like we're already in G right here. Notice that it took all the highs out. I'm gonna turn the boom up. Ooh. Okay, so let's record that down right now. I'm gonna make a new track. Let's hit Command T to make a new audio track. And I'm going to feed this. Actually, I'm gonna resample. And that's gonna take whatever is coming through the master track and put it onto this track once we start recording. Okay, let's hit record. Awesome. So that's a low end that we can throw on underneath this actual piano part and really fatten it up. Okay, let's hear both of them together. Woo. Damn, let's loop that. Throw the drums back on there. Here we go. Can you see the power of the drum bus now? That low end sauce is just gonna fill out and completely make your whole song and your beats so much more robust. I want you guys to experiment with that. Take it outside of the box. Drum bus is a winner whichever way you look at it. It's awesome for straightforward beat processing, but you're gonna get the most out of it when you start experimenting. Using boom to put a kick in the rear end of your sound, or to create entirely new sounds for sound design and sampling. It's convenient to use and it can do the work of several plugins within one handy interface. If you guys are Ableton freaks like I am and you wanna learn about other amazing features that can take your music to the next level, click on this video right now. Learn how to automate any and all features in Ableton. Achieve sounds you never knew possible. You can even have Ableton start your coffee in the morning. I'm not kidding. Check it out right now. Go ahead. Come on in. The water's warm.